If you didn't catch the subtle hint, the piano music you just heard was a cue to get settled into our seats because service is going to begin soon. I am Reverend Jami. My pronouns are they, them, their. My pronouns are not she, her, and hers. Repeat after me. Reverend Jami's pronouns are they, them, their. Their favorite fruit is pineapple. See? You just practiced correct pronoun usage. You are well on your way to becoming trans and non-binary allies. We hope you will find that at San Gabriel, we are always practicing how to become better advocates for all persons. Somebody left their glasses up here on this chair. We found it this morning. So if this is yours, please see us after, or if you, is this yours? Might have been. Great. If you have a joy or sorrow you'd like to share, Ron just scored a new pair of glasses. Our bin up here for joys and sorrows, please find it. And our nursery-age children need your love and kindness. Please see Corinna if you can assist our child care provider, Hush, whose pronouns are also they, them, their, in the nursery once every 1 to 2 months? Okay. And our masks, if you're wearing a mask and you feel so inclined, please find your way to the 3 rows over here on my right that have the flowers on them so that you can feel comfortable sitting near people that also are wearing masks. You received this when you walked in this morning. We just wanted to let you know that the save the date for September was incorrect. It's actually September 18th. So the thing that says Water Communion Homecoming Potluck, also it's not a potluck, it's appetizers. So just an update on that. And I think that's it.
Good morning, and welcome to San Gabriel Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. Whether you're here in the sanctuary or watching from home, we are so glad you're here. My name is Mimi Ray, and my pronouns are she, her, hers. And I've been a member of this fellowship since I moved to Georgetown about 5 years ago. I moved here from Austin, where I found out about UU's and joined the first church in Austin and found my spiritual home. I served on the board last year as secretary, and now I'm on the welcome team. So I am here to welcome all of you. San Gabriel is a member congregation of the Unitarian Universalist Association. If you'd like to know more about us and learn about upcoming events, please go to our website and sign up for our emailed newsletter, The Messenger. And please know that whoever you are, wherever you are from, whomever you love, wherever you are in life's journey, whatever your gender identity or your immigration status, here you are welcome. So let's greet the day with a hymn. Please rise in body or spirit and find the hymn at number 100. The words will also be projected on the wall behind me. I've got peace like a river. Let's sing together. I've got peace like In our church, we light a chalice as a symbol of our faith. We light it for the promise of a new day, for the renewal of belonging, for the connection between and beyond all that is, all that was, and all that is yet to come. May our many sparks meet and merge in communion of the heart and soul to greet this day.
Let us all take a deep breath in, release. If you haven't already done so, get comfortable and grounded. Forget about your woes and your problems, and I invite you to just be this morning. It is said that ministers are here to comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable. I say, we are all afflicted and we are all comfortable. May our time together this morning be a comfort and a confrontation. May we find peace in times of tumultuous things going on. May we here invite calmness in times of restlessness. Let this be the place you consider what you've never considered before. May this hour bring dreams of new ways of being in the world. Come. Let us worship together.
Our affirmation is an expression of our covenant with one another. This will be a responsive reading, so please read the words after me that are projected on the wall behind me. The doctrine of this church is love. The quest for truth is its sacrament. Service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace. To seek knowledge in freedom. To serve humanity in fellowship. We are all connected in spirit. To the end that all souls shall grow in harmony with the divine. We are all to grow. Thus do we covenant with each other. This we promise to do together. Thank you. And now, it's time for our Wonder Box. And I understand that Ian is here to help us share the Wonder Box. Oh. Oh, wrong. I was wrong. Okay, Corinna is going to do the Wonder Box.
Yeah, that's all right. Yes, one of our San Gabriel youth, Ian, was going to share the Wonder Box this morning, but he's not feeling well today, so I'm going to share with you and let you know what his reflection on the story was. We have some children at the back, and if they want to come closer to the front and see what's in the Wonder Box, maybe they can take a guess. If Hush wants to bring them up, we can try, but I will shake it. This Wonder Box time is a time when we help each other learn and grow with our guesses, so you are welcome to shout out what you think might be in here, and it's not making a lot of noise. What could it be? A car? Leaves? Salt packet? Do you have any guesses as to what might be in here? Any guess? Should we open it up and find out what's inside? All right, let's take a look. It's true, there was not a lot of clues today because it's not moving around. Does anybody see what this is? It's a calendar. Yeah, it has pictures of the ocean for each month, beaches and ocean. What do we use a calendar for? Does anybody want to share what they use a calendar for? You write down birthdays on the calendar, yeah. Any other reasons why you look at a calendar?
Help me figure out the day of the week.
Know what day of the week it is, yes. Helps us keep track. We write things to remind ourselves on the calendar of what's coming up. So let's see in our story today what is important about calendars. Let's listen. I'll read along because it doesn't sound like we have the audio right now. So here's Ava and her mother, and they're smiling because it's Saturday, because Ava's mother worked Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every day but Saturday. On Saturdays, they zipped to the library for weekly story time, and on Saturdays, they lounged in salon chairs and got new hairdos. And on Saturdays, they picnicked at the park for a peaceful afternoon. And this Saturday, they would also ride the bus across town for a one-night-only puppet show. Wow. This day would be special. The day would be splendid. The day was Saturday. Ava and her mother could hardly wait. Zoom, off they went. But when they reached the library, story time was canceled. Oh no, Ava cried. It's canceled, wailed Ava's mother. They paused, closed their eyes, and phew, let out a deep breath. Don't worry, Ava, her mother reassured her. Today will be special. Today will be splendid. Today is Saturday. So zoom, off they went. And they got to the salon and got their hair done, but as they left the salon, splash, their hairdos were ruined. Oh no, Ava sobbed. Our do's, boo-hooed Ava's mother. Oh no, They paused, they closed their eyes, and phew, let out a deep breath. Don't worry, Ava, her mother reassured her. Today will be special. Today will be splendid. Today is Saturday. So zoom, off they went. Where are they going next? They're going to the park. Their peaceful afternoon at the park, picnicking. But oh no, it was loud. Oh no, Ava groaned. What did you say? It's too noisy, yelled her mother. You can see them on the blanket in the middle, and everyone else was having a good time, but it was loud. What did they do again? They paused, they closed their eyes, and phew, let out a deep breath. Don't worry, Ava, her mother reassured her. Today will be special. Today will be splendid. Today will be totally ruined if we miss that bus. So zoom. Till they went to the extra special, one night only puppet show. We made it, Ava exclaimed as they arrived at the theater. Thank goodness, Ava's mother sighed in relief. Hooray for Saturday, they cheered. Tickets, chirped the lady at the door. Ava's mother reached into her purse. And the tickets weren't there. Oh no, Ava's mother gasped. I left the tickets on the table. As Ava watched, her mother crumpled. I've had it, she sighed. Story time was canceled, our hair was ruined, the park was loud, and now we're missing the puppet show. I'm sorry, Ava. We looked forward to this all week, and I've messed up everything. I ruined Saturday. Ava was quiet for a moment, and then she closed her eyes and took a deep breath. "Don't worry, Mommy," Ava reassured her. "Today was special. Today was splendid. Saturdays are wonderful because I spend them with you." So slowly, hand in hand, off they went. When they reached their apartment door, Ava turned to her mother. She had an idea. "What if we? You know we could," her mother said. "You think they have the same idea?" So they did. Look what they are doing. They're making their own flamingo puppets. What a beautiful day. And that's the end. And it says from the author, "To my mom and all of the spectacular adventures we shared." That was a good story. And I want to share with you what Ian had said when I talked to him about it, what he wanted you to know about this story. He says, "This story makes me think about how even when things are going wrong, we can still make it special. What was important to Ava was that she got to spend time with her mom. And because her mom worked most days and Ava was in school too, they don't have a lot of time together. They always knew how to help each other by closing their eyes and taking deep breaths. That's how they kept going. They helped each other in the same way we in the congregation can help each other too." And I asked Ian, I said, when we were talking about it, I was like, congregation was a little difficult for him to say. So I said, "Do you want to just change it to San Gabriel?" And he's like, "No, it should be congregation." So, thank you. And if there are anybody else who wants to keep their hands busy at the back, we have lots of activity kits for you to use. It's open to all ages.
Dear Diary, So much has happened at St. Gabriel. I feel happy and blessed to be here. To be part of what we are creating has been a tremendous gift. I hope the congregation knows how lucky I feel to be among such smart, creative, hardworking, and curious UUs. August taught us a lot. I heard 3 things over and over again from our people. Every Sunday morning, we divided into small groups while discussing a different aspect of Unitarian Universalism and our personal thoughts and feelings about a topic therein. Because this place is very sacred and the congregation is the star of the show, it was important to sit and listen to the congregation. They are the beacon of hope who make up this community. It is their time, talent, and love that helps us continue to thrive. So naturally, we wanted to hear from our people. DRE Corinna and I are still working on some of the list of what people want to do everything in our part-time roles. We will need more help from, well, everyone. But here's the gist of it. Here are the 3 things we learned. 1, our congregation is hungry for more ways to come together. 2, folks are interested in adult education, adult religious education. 3, our people are really interested in outreach in the community. I am excited about this. In fall, we will have plenty of opportunities to come together in fellowship. We will be going through Transforming Hearts Collective together. We will be revamping our connections groups and incorporating them into worship potentially. We will be doing different social justice actions together. And fingers crossed, we will have a big, huge celebration for our 15-year anniversary. San Gabriel is a community, and it just makes sense that people want to come together here. I mean, why would you not want to hang out with the folks who share similar values and are trying to change the world, especially in Texas, especially right now? I'm really not supposed to talk about politics too much at the pulpit, but I hope we all know that we need to get out the vote. The second thing, which was adult religious education, that will be offered once a month with topics ranging from lunch with an atheist to people who are involved in podcasts coming here to our congregation, bringing relevant topics straight into our doors, and hopefully visitors from a diverse background will come and check us out. Corinna and I still have a lot to coordinate and think about and think tank the details about how religious education is going to work, and I think with how our smart and curious our congregation is, we are really ready to hear some interesting things. The final thing, outreach. Well, it's already happening, and it will just continue. We have a lot of congregants involved in TexUJM, our Texas statewide justice ministry. The Social Justice Committee is already off to the races with different social justice actions, working closely with Side with Love. And I suspect there will be more ways to help get involved as time goes on, taking place within and beyond our walls to help secure democracy for Texans and beyond. Our backpack blessing was such a smash hit. I look forward to more ways to be out and about with our UU values, helping to create a more and just peaceful Texas and world. But above all else, I'm really focused on this fellowship piece. This is the crux of our humanity and the reason for our fellowship, and it makes complete sense to me that our congregation wants more of it. Fellowship is something that we all crave. Our brains are literally wired for connection. Part of fellowship is mutual respect, and inside of that is love, and love holds a relationship together. Love makes us realize our priorities. Love is the reason we can change the world. The combination of fellowship and love is the anchor of St. Gabriel. This is our stability, our strength, and we have to be careful when our love and trust is broken and lean in and work on restoration and help one another find their way back to love again. My own personal hopes and desires are right in line with the fellowship piece. I hope that we have more rituals to help ground us and invite the holy into our fellowship. I'm really looking forward to leading my very first water ceremony later this month. I can't wait to hear about the places and important pieces that people have thought about when they bring the water forward, including from their own backyard or wherever they went. The combined water we create is symbolic of our shared faith coming from many different sources. I will bless this water, and I can't wait for all the opportunities that we can use it later on in the year, and responsibly so, given the droughts and empty wells in Texas. UUs are a people of all ages, many backgrounds, and many beliefs. We are brave, curious, and compassionate thinkers and doers. We create spirituality and community beyond boundaries, working for more justice and more love in our lives and in the world. Because our spirituality is unbounded, drawing from scripture, science, nature, philosophy, and beyond, I think that makes us a great spot for fellow progressive thinkers to come and see what we are all about, and gives us plenty of opportunities to push further in our own faith, thoughts, and fellowship. I think we might just be the best kept secret in Georgetown. Maybe even our potential is a secret to those already here, too. So let's fling open our fellowship doors to each other, love one another, and see what happens. Amen and blessed be. Sincerely, Reverend J.
And so we get to sing again. It's hymn number 128, For All That Is Our Life. Again, the words will be projected on the wall, but everything is in your hymnal. 128. Okay. Offertory. We take an offering each week to sustain this space that we call home and to support the work of our fellowship. I'm so happy to say that Jackie Karish is our musician today. And everybody knows it's Labor Day weekend, and she has prepared a special piece, Aaron Copeland's Fanfare for the Common Man, to honor our the many contributions that workers have made to our nation's strength, prosperity, and well-being. Thank you for all you have to offer, and thank you, Jackie, for this beautiful music.
That was beautiful. Thank you to everyone who made our worship service possible today. Many, many, many hands and many, many hours go into doing this every Sunday. So thank you, Mimi and Ian, who's sick and just got a text from his mom. He's doing okay. His fever was broke. Jackie, for joining me on the chancel today. Jackie, we threw a lot at you this week, last minute, and you just steamrolled right through, so thank you. Thank you to the hospitality team and the tech team who dealt with a lot of complex things because of me this morning. Thank you. And our greeters and those who help create worship every Sunday. Our nursery-age children need your love and kindness. Please see Corinna if you can assist as a child care provider in the nursery one time per month. We're not going to ask you to do healthcare. I have a whole thing on that, but anyway. And I think we have an announcement for, is it Walt? Woody. Woody has an announcement.
Good morning, everyone. Actually, Woody has two announcements. One of them includes a gentle sales pitch, and the other pretty straightforward. I'd like to talk a little bit about this upcoming forum that we have scheduled for the the 18th. And also, we'll breeze through this COVID protocol policy, okay? First of all, the forum. What is it? Why is it? What's the big deal? All this kind of thing. I kind of think of this forum as part of our Build Back Better program. I know that jingle's already being used, but it really fits quite nicely when you think about it. And what you've heard today from the Reverend, what you heard last week from Corinna, this is all part of the mix, as well as what we were doing last month with the breakout groups, where you had a chance to connect and communicate with people in small groups. That was great. I've gotten a lot of good feedback on that. I think we all have. So anyway, that's kind of what it is. You might think of it as a capstone session, so to speak, and it will be immediately after the service, as I understand it, right? On the 18th. Okay, so why are we doing this? Some may think, and fairly enough, I guess, we're back. We're crawling out of this COVID mess, and we're slowly gaining our congregation, our fellowship back. What are we going to all this trouble for? We're on the right track here. And I'd just like to bring up something Will Rogers said. Many of you have probably heard it many years ago, but I think it still has some meaning. Old Will said, even if you're on the right track, you can get run over if you aren't moving. And that has to give us pause, A wise old sage, that Will. And I think he's right. So why do we need to keep moving? Well, hey, look at the change that we've been through for the last couple of years. This is just cascaded down on us. I don't think there's an institution or an individual that hasn't been impacted in some way. And I'll tell you, if we don't keep moving, we are going to get run over. So what we want to do is get back together and kind of bring all this together and see if our mission, our vision, and what we're doing align. Do they actualize each other? And that's really what this is all about. Anyway, and there's nothing we can do about the change. That's the way of the universe. It's us mere mortals that have to make adjustments to it. And so that's the challenge we're facing. Now, this is not going to be easy, because these values that we hold pretty dear, as you use, sometimes bump up against each other. I think Natalie gave us a pretty good talk on that a couple of weeks ago. The me and the we, the individual, the society, we value these things. But, there's quite a difference between freedom and social justice, all its flavors. And sometimes they conflict. But if we're going to build a faith community, we need to find some sweet spot along that continuum to start creating. And that really is, I think, the end purpose of this. Now, we're not going to get it down pat. It's not going to be perfect. No one's ever done that. But we can certainly make an attempt. That's more of an art than a science, but we've got good people working on that. Reverend Jami, Corinna, Molly's working on it, and I think there's a few other volunteers too. So anyway, again, that's on the 18th. There'll be more information coming next week, and I think Molly plans to have some stuff put on the website also as well. Good. And we'll see what happens, but please join us. It's going to take a little extra time, but as I understand it, our hospitality team has promised some special treats for us, Zoomers, sorry about the treats, but we'll make it up to you later. But please don't abandon us. We need you. We need everyone in on this. Bring a friend, bring a neighbor, because we'd like to hear from them too. Because that's what we're all about, outreach, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, if you have any more questions about it, I know Molly, Reverend Jami, and Corinna are still working on an agenda, trying to firm things up, and hey, we'll be ready to go. All right, the second one is the COVID protocol, and I promise not to drone on as long about this one. Pretty straightforward. On the 1st of September, the board and the reopening committee got together and kind of hashed out a revised COVID protocol here, and I see some of you have the word already. And I'll just hit the main points. And Molly, if there's anything I missed, you can throw something at me. Point number 1, masks. Masks will be optional. Okay, I see many have gotten the word already on that one. Okay, self-reporting. Now, I will read this one to you, if that's okay. Those in attendance at an in-person event or receive a positive COVID test within 2 weeks after the event are encouraged to notify the board president gives the email address, as soon as possible. And this allows for the communication to the fellowship through email and on the website. Now, this is important. You know, we talked about this. The identification of the person making the report will be anonymous unless they give permission to publish the name. Now, that, you know, there's not much we can do about that. That's a medical privacy thing, you know, and we have to respect that. But I think we can trust our fellows to carry through with that. Next point, so safety messaging. An announcement regarding how to self-report will be made at the beginning of each activity. Kind of what we're doing, you know, what we talked about earlier. The RE in the nursery, masking there will be at the discretion of the RE leader, volunteer, or whoever's in charge over there. We're kind of leaving that up to them. You know, that's kind of a different ball game. Singing, oh, this is a good one. We spent a lot of time on this one. You know, if masks are optional, and you've got people out here, and you know, what do? Do you say, okay, stand up, grab your hymnal, put on your mask, and let's sing? Well, that's probably going to get a little wonky. So we thought, you know, if masks are optional, masks are optional. So the singing is, there's no difference there. Check-in and contact tracing, you know, in the back with the, when you come in the door, you're checking in. We're going to eliminate that for now. Okay, well, what if things change? And they may or may not. The board will be tracking the CDC website, and as I understand it, there's Williamson County information on there, and we'll make adjustments if necessary. Now, there are 3 different levels that they use, low, medium, and high, and now we're in the low, so that's why the masks are optional. If we move to medium, masks will once again be required. Now, we hope that doesn't happen. It probably won't, with all the new boosters coming down. And if it goes to high, we'll go back to online services only. Close the hard doors, open the virtual doors, just like we did before. So if there's any questions, now this is going to be posted, right? This will be posted on the bulletin board, on the website. And if you have any questions, you can talk to Molly. Pat's here today. You can talk to her. She and Molly were the 2 main negotiators of this. And we'll go from there. Okay? Thanks for your time. Anything to add? Molly? Corinna? I must have covered everything. Thank you.
Sometimes Woody makes me laugh so hard that like my intestines start hurting. Because you're just that funny. All right. We extinguish this flame, but not the chalice inside of our hearts, which serves as a beacon of hope, emboldened by its blaze. We are reminded that our strength as prophetic and powerful people is found when we come together at San Gabriel, which is here in Georgetown to stay, no matter what may come our way.